Hello, everyone. Happy Wednesday. Welcome to the live stream. I'm fresh off the Norwegian Aqua, and I am exhausted. So we are going to, this is not going to be the longest live stream tonight. We are going to go until the wheels fall off. So we're going to go for a little bit. We're going to talk about Aqua. We are going to introduce you to Sean, our travel agent. Tonight we're highlighting our travel agents. So we'll bring Sean in a minute. Say hello to everybody really quickly. Laura T, hello. How are you? Tom, hello from the Berkshires. Welcome. Anita and Brian, how are you guys doing? Good to see you here. Fred and Lisa, howdy. Happy birthday, Lisa. I think I saw on Facebook it was your birthday yesterday. Was it yesterday? I think it was yesterday. It was this week, I think. They said, how's Peanut doing? She's doing well. I just picked her up this morning from her boarding. She did very well. She was good. She did all the good dog things. She's very good. Jimmy C watched you dock at King's Wharf on the webcam. Very cool. You guys got to let me know. Text me or do something when you're doing that, and then I'll wave to you guys from the port. I'll put up a big sign from the port. Tony C, hello, John and AJ and everyone. Hello, Tony. Good to have you here. Laura Tucker, hello. Welcome. Glad to have you here. Rick K, hello. How are you doing? Hope you're having a great day. Kathy and Tim, hello. Final payment coming up in a week, you guys, for the AJ's birthday group cruise. Any last minuters want to join us? It's going to be a lot of fun. Kathy and Tim are going to be there. You know who else is going to be there? Felicia. Hi, Felicia. How are you? Felicia's already paid in full. She doesn't even have to worry about final payment. She's good to go. Bob Bostic, hello. Welcome to the live. Hello, Sana. Good to see you. Anna Z, hello. Welcome. Two Old Farts. How are you guys? Welcome. Welcome. Roll Tide, taking your daughter to soccer practice. No problem, John. Take your time. I'm going to look up your cruise in the morning, see if the price changed. I just looked on Monday, so if it did change, it might have changed yesterday, so I'll check it. Hello, Murphys. How are you guys doing? Hope you're having a great week so far. Matt Ryan, hello. Welcome. Rob Harvey, howdy. Welcome to the live stream. AJ is struggling to get all the names in the wheel. You can just see her typing all the names there. Deb Stein, hello. Welcome. Jay said, hi, John. Saw you on Aqua at Indulge. What weather we had the first night, but the weather in Bermuda was great. Jay, the weather in Bermuda was fantastic. Also, come up and say hello. I have pins on me. I have these cool new pins that we got. I gave one to AJ today. AJ got one of the pins.
Up there. Yeah, you don't think you can see it. Yeah.
So we have these new pins. Come up and say hello. If anybody sees us on a cruise, please come up and say hello. We bought all these pins. I bought 100 pins that I have to give out in 2025, because then we have to order new ones for 2026. Please come and say hello. And you are correct. The weather the first night was wild. It was rocky, but the weather in Bermuda was spectacular. So thank God for that. John said, a few weeks ago, you talked about cabin upgrade offers. I thought of two more things to consider. Yes, they are, John. Cheryl McGee, hello. Welcome. Robin, hello. Your husband is patiently waiting on hold for us to bring him in. Good to see you here. It's today. Happy birthday, Lisa. That's awesome. Fantastic. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Jordan, hello. Welcome. Hope you are having a great week. Mike App, hello, everyone. Need some info on Sun Princess. I will be on Star Princess very soon, which is going to be very similar, but we can get you some info on Sun Princess. Of course. Absolutely. There you go. John said you can't choose your exact stateroom and you can't refuse the upgrade if you don't like the stateroom location. Those are both great points. If you do decide to do one of those like upgrade offers on Royal or MSC or Norwegian or Carnival or any of those, you don't get to pick what cabin you get. They just throw you in the whatever crappy cabin somebody didn't want that they have left. So like the prime example of this is during the pandemic, we were going on Oasis, and I bid on an upgrade for an Aqua Theater suite, and I got it. And it was the worst Aqua Theater suite on the ship because it's really tiny. Like the balcony was like refitted when they added like a bunch of stuff to Oasis, like the slide. So you couldn't actually see the Aqua Theater. So I had to call up and quickly pivot and then upgrade to the Crown Loft suite, which was fantastic. Stephanie Peck, hello, welcome. Cheryl, hello. Thank you for becoming a new member this week, Cheryl. Thanks so much for joining our channel. I really appreciate it. Thanks, Cheryl. Carrie Ann, hello from Carrie Ann and Kevin. It was Kevin's birthday last week. Happy birthday, Kevin. We got all these great birthdays and things going on. It's awesome. Debbie said, good evening. Can't wait to hear about Aqua since I'll be on it next Monday. I know. I was getting ready to email you tomorrow to tell you to have a great time. That is awesome. Family at Sea said, looks like you had a great time on Aqua. Such a beautiful ship. Where are you headed next? That's a great question. I guess I should take down this little sign behind me that says Norwegian Aqua 822. I have to remove that. Although I do have a brand new Aqua mug, my fancy Norwegian Aqua mug.
I really thought you were about to pull out a second one of those signs because you like had them ready to go to switch out for your next one.
I have like 12 of them just ready to go. They're all like labeled and ready.
I would not have been surprised.
I know. So sad, but true. My next cruise is on Escape in 3 weeks. So I will be on Norwegian Escape. It'll be Judy's first Norwegian cruise. So we'll see if she likes Norwegian as much as I do. So we'll talk about Aqua in a few minutes too. Sana said, I'll be on the Aqua Monday too. There you go. You guys can meet up. Say hello to each other. Robert Bottom, hello. Welcome. Lisa 911. Hello, Lisa. Welcome. John said, thanks. Every little bit help. Of course. Felicia said, happy birthday to Lisa. John T said, hi, John and AJ. Curious about celebrity river cruises. Yes, next Wednesday. I put out a video today. We'll talk about that in a few minutes. Thomas Gata, hello. Welcome. Mr. Heron, welcome to the live stream. Eric Maxey, live from Alaska on the Joy. Eric, welcome. How is your cruise so far? Let us know. Do I remember how to pronounce the ferry? Is it ferries? Ferry? I forget already. Can you guys remind me how to pronounce your name? Brian, Jamie, and Baby James. Hey, guys. Felicia said, I thought the same, AJ. Thought that I had a bunch of signs back there. 256 days till Celebrity Silhouette. Oh, that's awesome, Fred and Lisa. I can't wait for you guys to go on a cruise. All right, everyone. Before we get into all the Aqua talk and the celebrity cruises talk, we're going to bring in, every couple of weeks, we're going to introduce you to one of our travel agents. So today, we're going to Fury. That's what it is. Fury. It's easy to remember. Thank you guys very much. Today, we're going to bring in Sean McElwain, who is here to join us and chit-chat with us. Howdy, Sean.
Hi, everyone.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Good, good. Long time no talk.
I know.
So we have a weekly call with the whole travel agency at 6 o'clock on Wednesdays before the live stream. So we just all chit-chatted. So Sean, we're going to get into this. Tell us a little bit about you as a human being. Tell us about your life.
Yeah. So I'm a school teacher here in Vermont. And the cruise bug hit us pretty hard. We've worked with John before in the past, and the opportunity came up to join the team. I had done private charter groups, mostly land travel type stuff, to Broadway, sporting events, amusement parks, things like that, for a while prior to COVID. And then when COVID hit, we kind of shut that business down and went back into kind of teaching full time. And so it was a great opportunity to jump back in and do what I really love, which is travel and exploring new places and things like that. And we really try to focus on like the family friendly type stuff too. So a lot of kind of the bookings that I've been doing so far have really been towards, getting families out there and finding fun and trying to save them some money as well.
So Sean, you've been on a decent amount of cruises, especially recently. You've been on a decent amount of cruises.
Yeah.
So do you have a favorite cruise line and cruise ship?
Yeah, we loved MSC World America. That was amazing. Absolutely gorgeous. There was so much to do on the ship. There were so many good shows to see. The food was amazing. The staff was great. We really, really loved it. We also lucked into one of the earlier cruises when it first launched. We were on for Easter Sunday, and they had done a huge thing for the kids for Easter Sunday with the Easter Bunny and things like that too. So it might be a little biased because of that, but we did. We absolutely loved it. We actually booked a future cruise on MSC. So next summer we'll be going to Norway and doing a cruise in Norway with MSC as well.
That is awesome. What ship are you doing in Norway? Are you doing Euribia?
No, it's I think it's I can't remember now. You'd have to ask the boss. She remembers better than I do.
Robin, let us know what cruise ship you're going on. Is it an older ship?
I think so. For some reason, I want to say Virtuoso, but I think I'm wrong.
That is an older ship. Could be.
I like to always say the wrong ship.
Yeah.
It's a hobby.
Oh yeah. It's totally fine.
It's gonna be Norway. It doesn't matter how the ship is.
We'll be there.
We'll be in Norway. It'll be beautiful and
yeah. Yep. So Sean's going to be doing a lot of group stuff as well. So he's currently working on a big New York Broadway around Christmas time trip. So if anybody has ideas for group travel, doesn't even have to be a cruise. Could be like, this is obviously a Broadway one. We're going to be talking about maybe some baseball trips, different things like that. Especially next year, we got the All-Star game here in Philadelphia. We got the FIFA World Cup here. We got a whole bunch of stuff going on. So if anybody's interested in some group stuff, you can always email Sean and talk to him about some groups, or let us know if there's any kind of group things you're interested in. And Sean can start putting together some type of packages for us that include, buses and whatever else that we need. Sean, what is your next cruise? Is the Norway one? That's not your next one, is it?
as of right now, it is. But we've been talking about we'll probably plan something for school break in either February or April. We just haven't kind of agreed upon a location just yet. What was nice about Alaska is we brought my parents along with us as well. Yeah. First one they had done in over 30 years. And before the last dinner, the night of the last dinner, the first thing out of their mouth was, "When's the next one?" So
that's awesome.
We're trying to work around with their schedule too to try to figure out, like, is there a way to bring the whole family this time as well, and or if it'll work out at a different time to bring them again.
That's my biggest advice to everybody out there. My parents never traveled. So when we were growing up as kids, like the most we ever did was go to Wildwood or like something for a day or two down the shore. And my parents got on a flight for their honeymoon, and they flew to Florida for their honeymoon in 1960. And that was the last time that either one of my parents has been on a flight until now. They've never been on a flight since then. So we took my parents on a cruise for their 50th anniversary, whatever that was, 15 years ago. And it was awesome. They had such a great time. They were so sad that they hadn't done it previously. And then we took them on another cruise for their 55th wedding anniversary. And that was amazing as well. And now we're at a point where my parents really can't travel. My mom doesn't walk great. My dad has some issues with getting around as well, even though he still drives, which is crazy. But so my dad's 94 and my mom's 85. So that's my big advice to everybody is if you could do family trips, do them as many times as you could possibly do them. Take your parents' places, take your kids' places. They're memories that you're never going to forget. And it's awesome. It's great.
It definitely made the Alaska cruise that much more special for us, having them with us and being able to have the kids experience it with grandma and grandpa too. And they had mobility issues and it worked out great. We were able to work out the scooter rentals and all that kind of stuff, which was awesome.
All right, Sean. So do you have a big cruise tip for anybody, a cruise tip or trick that you love?
Yeah. Marry someone who watches cruise shows left and right.
Love it. That's probably the best advice I've ever heard.
Set up when we get there. Like, she's gone through and she's got all the necessities that we need: the magnets to hold our passes, the over the door hanger for medicines and sunscreens, which is just a shoehorn thing or a shoe rack thing.
Yeah.
From the dollar store. But yeah, she does a great job of having kind of all those little nuts and bolts together so that when we get there, we don't have to worry about anything. It's great. And just have fun. Like, go to shows and things that you might not actually like or think you might not like, and just experience it. It's free. Enjoy it and just try something new.
Yeah, that's a great tip. And that's a great segue to our guest next week on the live stream, who is going to be Ilana from Lifewell Cruise, who does a lot of tips and tricks for things that you should bring on your cruise, fun little things that you can get on Amazon or other places that are great tips. All right. Thank you so much, Sean. Really appreciate it. If anybody wants to talk to Sean, You're more than welcome to talk to any of us. If you would like to work with anybody in particular, it's totally fine. Feel free to reach out. Sean's email is up there on the screen. It's sean@bitesizecruises.com. Everybody's email is just their name, with the exception of me, which is JP, but everybody else is Sean or Hope or AJ or Emily or whoever it is. So Meg, Sarah, the whole 9 yards. So, all right. Thanks so much, Sean. I'll see you next week, and
All right,
hope you have a
great.
great night. All right, everyone. That was Sean. Sean is pretty new to our team, so that's awesome. Eric Maxey said, cruise is great. Hubbard Glacier is magnificent. That is fantastic. Stephanie said, hello, Sean. John B said, good evening from the other side of an amazing 10 days on the Prima. John, that is awesome. I'm glad you had a wonderful time on the Prima. What a beautiful ship. Alex, welcome. We are happy that you are able to join us as well. Tony said hello to Sean. Laura said welcome to Sean. Eric said not a drop of rain so far, 69 and sunny today in Sitka. That is amazing. Relaxing in the Vibe Beach Club. That's fantastic. I hope you're having a wonderful time. Anita and Brian said welcome to Sean. Glad you're here. Kathy and Tim said 16 days from the Gem. I talked to somebody on my cruise that was on the Gem last week, and they had a wonderful, wonderful time. So that's great. You guys have a great time. Felicia's going to be on World America in 59 days. You are going to have an amazing time. So great. John said Norway is amazing regardless of the ship. Robin did, in fact, let us know that it is virtuoso. It's great. Rick is going on World America in 52 days. I'm excited everybody's going on World America. It's such a great ship. Alex said, keep me posted about a Broadway cruise. I'm going to New York City this year, but a day and a half in New York is not enough time for me. There you go. We sure will. Absolutely. Tim said, still leaning from the storm on Regal Princess. Yeah, we had some crazy, crazy weather here going to our cruise too. So yeah, it's rough. Traveling Fool said, Delco here. Go Birds. Go Birds indeed. I got my championship hat is up there somewhere. I have a brand new Phillies ice cream hat too. Did I show you that, AJ?
No.
So the Phillies have these new ice cream hats, and
Are they hats that ice cream comes in?
It's not, but I'll show you.
I never get that right. This is not the first time ice cream and headwear has come up, and I've guessed wrong.
They have helmets at the games that you can get with ice cream in them.
Doesn't Playmakers also have a helmet with ice cream in it?
What'd you say?
Doesn't Playmakers also have a helmet with ice cream in it?
They do indeed. Yeah. All right. So here's my hat. So it's got the hot fudge here. It's got sprinkles on the top. And then the inside of the hat is a cone.
Is it scented as well?
It's not. I wish it was. That'd be awesome.
Right?
It's not, but they're cute, aren't they?
They're cute. I actually really like that.
You know, fun.
Despite it being sports.
It is a sports hat. Denny B said, hey, everyone, how late am I? You're only a few minutes late. You're good. Don't worry. Tom said, we took my mom on her second and last cruise in 2024. That is awesome, Tom. Yeah, take your family on cruises. Tara is here. Hello, Tara. I feel like we haven't seen you in forever. Welcome. Welcome. Jay said, felt the food on Aqua was mid at best, plus not a lot to do late in the evening, but gamble. I'm telling you, I gambled, and I did not do well. Did enjoy the cruise, but didn't fall in love. I thought the entertainment was great. There is not a lot to do. I mean, Norwegian's very much known for, there's not a lot going on late in the evening, which is probably why they're not Carnival. But yeah, you're right. I ate only specifically in specialty dining, and I ate at Indulge once, and I ate a lot at the local. And I thought the food was great, but I didn't eat the buffet at all. So the food that I ate was really good in specialty dining, but I could see, yeah, I'm more and more of the opinion that the regular food is not great anymore on the cruises. It's okay. So mid is pretty accurate, I would say. Tara said, I'll be seeing you on the Brilliant Lady in 2 weeks. Actually, you will not, because that cruise got canceled for us, Tara. I am so sad that I will not be on there, which is very sad. But if you'd like to do a back-to-back and go on the Escape and come and see us, we would love to have you. Or come on AJ's birthday cruise in December. Tom said, we took my mom on her second last cruise in 2013. She passed 2 years after. That's so sad. I'm sorry to hear that, Tom. It's great that you got to take her to trips, which is awesome. Alex said, heads up, anyone hear about the new TSA power bank guidance? Less than 100. I have not heard that, but that's a good tip. Good tip to know. Mine's not a giant power bank anyway.
I have one giant power bank. I have to check
Yeah.
it. But
Yeah,
it's
you
an old one, so I don't know
Probably
how
not.
big it is.
You're probably fine. Traveling Fool said, cruises med in fall, Rome to Lisbon. That's amazing. That sounds fantastic. Al said, let's have fun. Let's have fun indeed, Al. Let's do it. Sean said, Alex, we have a group going by charter bus to New York from upstate New York, Vermont. That is a trip we were talking about, but happy to plan you a visit to New York anytime. There you go. Jimmy and the family going on the Meraviglia second yacht club experience, and I have to get them their e-ticket tomorrow. I have to dig into what's going on there, so I will fix that for you guys tomorrow, so you are ready to go. Justin said, debating over Symphony versus Aqua. Justin, don't debate. Go on Symphony. I just got off of Aqua, and I had an amazing time, but do not compare the two of those. There is no comparison. Unless it's money. If you're coming down to money, and it's tight, Aqua might win that barely. But if you have a chance to go on Symphony, you have an Aqua Theater show. Yeah, I mean, I'll talk a little bit about Aqua, but that's a no-brainer. And I love Norwegian and everything about it. Tara said, oh no. Oh yes, Tara, mine got canceled, so I apologize. John B said, I'm okay that NCL doesn't have tons of late night activities, means I can go to sleep by 11 without FOMO. It's very true, John. And again, that's part of the reason that Norwegian is not Carnival. Sometimes it's better if there's not a ton going on late at night. But I agree, there should be a few things to do, for sure. So Justin said, debating on Aqua or Symphony next month. Aqua is a little cheaper. Yeah, if it's a little cheaper, go on Symphony. If it's a lot cheaper, go on Aqua. So here's the deal. If you go on Symphony, you're getting tons more places to eat. You're for free or included. So sorry, I said that. You're getting Aqua Theater show, ice skating show. You're getting Hairspray, which is a Broadway musical. And just all the stuff. There's so many things on Symphony. If you're going on Symphony, which means you're probably going to Perfect Day, that's a huge consideration. So I don't think unless it's drastically cheaper. And I'll talk about Aqua in a few minutes. I had a great time. But between those two ships, it's going to be Symphony. All things being equal. Traveling Fool said, also booked a Philly cruise in 26, followed by an Antarctic cruise. That's amazing. 4 cruises in the last 4 years, 3 in the queue. That is awesome. So great. That is fantastic to hear. Symphony is amazing. Still my favorite ship so far, says Tara. Tara, that is accurate. Very accurate. Eric said, gotta go. Have to. Yes, please go enjoy the cruise. By all means. Have a great time. We'll see you next week. Just got the Platinum on NCL Solo Cruiser, and they're great for solos. They are indeed. I am now Sapphire, which is awesome. Tony Diaz said, hey, everyone, late to the party watching my Mets play some minor league baseball team. That is accurate. They are playing the Phillies, although your Mets don't have a fun ice cream hat, Tony. My Phillies do. Yeah, that we know of. With a fun little ice cream cone on the bottom. Do they? No, they don't. Phillies do have stunk the past few days. Justin, of course, if you have any other questions, Justin, just email me. I can give you like a full breakdown of the whole thing. Hello, Leslie. Leslie said hello to AJ. She didn't say hello to me. She said hello, AJ.
Leslie,
hello, AJ.
I have to tell you, your comment on my video really made my day this week. I had a really mean comment last week, and I was like, saw a comment notification pop up, and I got really scared. And then I saw it was you, and it made me really smile. So thank you.
I went after that person. So
I appreciate that, John.
That person may or may not be on YouTube anymore. So I viciously went after that person. So I had a lot of time on the cruise to do nothing but attack people. Denny B said, Symphony or World America? If you're asking Symphony or World America, they're both there's a lot to do on both of those ships. Still probably Symphony. Royal's going to win out just on like the mere, if Royal was the same price as everyone else, it's going to be Royal. They're going to win out because there's so many things to do. But World America is amazing and Aqua is amazing. They're both great. Tony said, so jealous. Yeah, our fun little ice cream hat. We don't win World Series, but we have cool merch.
We're one step away from being the banana people.
I wish we were the Savannah Bananas. It'd be so much more fun. I wouldn't care as much if they lost. So great. The Globetrotters of baseball. Edward Clayton, hello. Welcome to the live stream. Alex said, 45 days until escape. Any benefits to boarding earlier? Could I board later in the day? No, I mean, it's up to you. I know a lot of people like to get on the ship early. I love getting on the ship early. I love walking around and just exploring. The only benefit on escape is if you need to book specialty dining or anything like that, and you're not doing it ahead of time. But otherwise, no, there's no real advantage. If you want to jump on later, you're fine. Obviously, you'll have less of a line and it'll be easier. But that's it. There's nothing going on. I'll give you the pro for getting on later. The Norwegian doesn't open the rooms till 2 or 2:30 now. So you can't get to your room until 2 or 2:30. That's definitely a reason to go later. Hello, Leslie. I was just kidding. JC said, we don't win World Series either. Yes, I know. I'm aware. It's very, very funny. So Tony said the same thing. In case you haven't noticed, we didn't win the World Series either. That's the other New York team. Hey, listen, they haven't won that many since like Jeter left and that whole crew. And actually, they haven't won all that many since way back in the day. But Peter said, debating the scary prices for Celebrity Fall River Cruise or keeping it easy with NCL. Here's the good news. The Princess ones should be out pretty soon, like the next 2 months. Here is the good news, Peter. If you want to put a deposit down for Celebrity, they're refundable. So if you do the deposit next week, which is next Wednesday, I put the video out today, those deposits are refundable, fully refundable. So if you don't want to book, you don't have to book. If anybody missed my video today, Celebrity has announced that they are opening priority booking for river cruising next Wednesday at 9 a.m. So in order to do it, you have to put up $500. You're not picking a date or anything. You're just giving them $500 for the pleasure of waiting in line for priority booking to open. So you'll be guaranteed a spot on the first ones, and that's it. But they are refundable, which is really good. So there you go. There you go. Tara said, how would you compare Symphony and Oasis? I know they're the same class. What are the minor differences? I'll be going on Oasis next year. We have our group cruise on Oasis next year, September 13th. Please come with us. Join us. So the big differences is let's not talk about the Broadway shows. We're going to pretend that Oasis does not have a Broadway show because it's cats and they shouldn't. They should just let it go. Enough about that. The Aqua Theater show is my favorite show. It is the Aqua 80s on Oasis. It is amazing. That one's great. The ice skating shows are good. You know, they're all themed a little bit different, but there's no big deal. Oasis has port barbecue. So up on the pool deck on Symphony, it's like a blank spot there on the port side. Did I just have to figure out that port barbecue is on the port side of the ship? Yes, I did. Even though AJ wanted it to be pork barbecue because it makes more sense. But port barbecue is on the port side of the ship, and it's up on the pool deck. That is really good. It's a good spot there. Otherwise, very minor differences. Nothing else too crazy. I'm trying to think of what else. I don't know. Tony will jump in if I forgot anything. There you go. There you go. Alex's first NCL cruise. I will be on Escape in 3 weeks, so I'll let everybody know. It'll be my third time. Traveling Fool said I always go on as early as possible. Same. Duke said, any recommendations how to celebrate birthday while cruising on the NCL Aqua? Yeah, let everybody know it's your birthday. I can let people know too. Just let everybody know. When you go to any of the restaurants, I can put it on your reservation, but like when you go anywhere, just let everybody know, hey, I'm celebrating my birthday. And everybody will give you the king's treatment. It's the best way to do it. You gotta speak for yourself sometimes. Denny B said, I was completely bored on Oasis, would never cruise again. How are you bored on Oasis, Denny? There are so many things to do. There are shows every night. There's things to do all day. You have the Central Park. I don't know. Everybody has their own things. Everybody likes stuff. Tony said the Symphony Aqua show hasn't been. No, I love it. It's I forget. It's the Japanese one. What's it called?
Hero?
Very good. Hero it is. Yeah, it's good. Symphony has the musical stairs. True. In the going up to the buffet. Very true. Sarah Levy said, do you like Meraviglia or Aqua better? No, between the two, I would probably say Aqua. Just more food choices, I think. But they're both great. Those are very similar to me. And they occupy similar space in my head. So lots of the same things. But you can't go wrong with either ship. Although here's what I will say. Aqua's brand new. So it's going to be a little nicer, a little fancier. Meraviglia is a little bit older. Not that it's old. You know. Cheryl said, are any of you or your coworkers doing deposits? Has any of Bite Size Cruises been on a river cruise? So I was on a river cruise a very, very long time ago. Not exactly my cup of tea. What Denny's saying about like nothing to do, there's nothing to do on a river cruise. So here's the thing. River cruises are a little more expensive, and it's basically like taking a Greyhound bus overnight from city to city when you're going on a river cruise. Now, that's not necessarily a bad thing, and your drinks are included, your food's included, and some of your excursion stuff has been included. So it's really kind of breaks down to, do you just want to get on and off and run around and do a bunch of excursions? And if that is good for you, then river cruises are going to be great. But once you eat dinner, there's nothing going on. There might be like a lounge act, singing, or something small like a talk or something during the day. But it's basically you get off the ship and you're doing stuff. You come back, you eat dinner, you go to bed, and you get ready for the next day. So if you're okay with that it'll be great. But yeah, I'm putting a deposit down just to have one, just in case. Denny said, I thought the shows were boring and nothing to do late night. I mean, that's with most cruise lines other than Carnival. I would agree. No, yeah, it's totally fine, Denny. Everybody likes different things. My way is not the right way. JC said, on Meraviglia, I ordered a birthday cake for last night of my cruise for my wife's birthday. First night in MDR, waitress asked what night we wanted it. Well, that surprise went out the window. Yeah. Well, the good news is if it's your birthday, you don't have to worry about that. But yeah, they're not the best sometimes at surprises. So you have to keep that in mind. Jimmy said, gonna love Escape. Grotto is a lifesaver in the heat. AJ loves the Grotto as well. Fantastic. Duke said, are you able to book the thermal spa for one day or do you need to book for the week? So the thermal spa, you do need to book for the week. However, if you do a spa treatment, you can spend most of the day in there. You can just keep coming back and they won't say anything to you. But yeah, if you do like any kind of a spa thing, you can go in there and use the thermal suite, which is awesome. Just awesome. Tony said some of us like cats, some of us don't.
I would love to know how many people actually really enjoy cats.
Nobody likes cats. I refuse to believe it. Look, if you said to me, I like Memory, great. Pop in 45 minutes in when they sing it and then head on out. You're not going to miss anything else. That is it. That is my opinion, and I'm sticking to it. So let's talk about a little bit about Aqua. So I enjoyed Aqua. Yes, the first day was really bad. The weather was not great. We, were following, right after the hurricane. Cruise before us went to Canada, and it was crazy, crazy, crazy. Kevin with the super chat. Thank you very much, Kevin. I really, really appreciate that. Happy Wednesday. Can Royal Caribbean Casino book comp cruise be transferred to you? Yeah, absolutely. we can I can help anybody book those as well. If you have a casino credit, I can call and book those as well. We get like a fixed commission on those, so it doesn't matter how much the cruise is. We get like a specific commission on those because they're basically free. But thank you so much. And yes, we can absolutely handle any of your river cruises. Really appreciate the super chat. Tara said, I've never seen Cats, so it'll be a first for me. Godspeed. Cheryl said, what's the price? They have not released pricing yet, Cheryl, which is the beautiful part of collecting deposits without telling anybody what the prices are going to be. They're going to be expensive because everything's included. And it's Royal Caribbean. So, yeah, who knows? I don't know how much they're going to be. Again, the only bright spot is that they're refundable. Stephanie said, yes, pop in and pop out. That's it. Tony said, I like cats, but not cats. Correct. That is the correct answer. Laura said, I didn't like cats. Tom said, we walked out of cats, gave it an hour, couldn't bear it. That's the right answer. Kevin said, thanks. What's the cutoff for transferring reservations? Usually 30 days, but it's hit or miss. And if you miss it on this one, I can help you book the next one. No problem. Don't sweat it. So I had a great time on Aqua. The first night was bad. Once we got to Bermuda, the weather was spectacular. It was like 80 and sunny both days. Supposed to rain both days. We didn't get a drop of rain. I think we might have got a little rain overnight, but it didn't affect anything. The weather was beautiful. I even went out at like 10 o'clock at night and just wandered around a little bit. I found a bar where all the crew go. That was really fun. I like wandered into this little like boba tea place that has like a bar in there, and it was just the entire crew of the cruise ship, which was hilarious.
That's how you know it's good, though.
Yeah. Well, they have Filipino snacks in there. So it was like all of them went in there for like, which they probably do. 30 days of booking, Kevin. JC said, Bermuda is beautiful. It is indeed. It's one of my favorite ports of all time. It is spectacular. Then he said, have you heard anything on when World Atlantic bookings open up? We heard it would be the last quarter of the year. Haven't heard anything since. I'm hearing October, but I am not 100% sure. I'll try to get more information for next week so that we shall know. But that's what I've heard. October, late October. Yeah, food. I thought the food was great. I went to Palomar first night. That was fantastic. I went to Sukhothai, which is the new Thai restaurant. Sadly, that replaced Food Republic, but it was really, really, really good. I went to Onda, which was fine. It wasn't great. It wasn't anything. I went to La Bistro, which I love. That was great. And then I ate a lot at the local. It's much bigger than the one on Prima, which is great. Everything was much larger, which was very, very nice. Of course, Denny, anytime. Kevin said, love your channel. Thank you so much, Kevin. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate the super chat. Debbie said, how hard was it to book specialty dining on Aqua? Great question. Glad you asked. For me, it was okay. I got on the ship if you're platinum, if you're Sapphire, Diamond, Ambassador, you're like the first people on the ship after the Haven. And then Platinum and Gold or whatever else get on. So I think it's just Platinum. So Platinum. So it was really, really nice. And then I got in there, was going to do it at the kiosk. And they said just to go to the theater, that there was nobody in line. The theater's where you go to make your reservations if you don't do it on like the kiosk. So I ran down to the theater real quick because that's where my muster station was anyway. And there were 2 people in line in front of me. And by the time I left, the entire theater was full. So just keep that in mind. If you're going to do it, get there early. The other little trick is, which I almost did, if you are boarding a little bit later, when you're in the terminal, connect to the ship Wi-Fi and make your reservations on there. So those are the 2 ways to do it, or do it from one of the kiosks when you get on board. But to be 100% honest with you, other than the wait, the specialty dinings, other than Cagney's looked packed every night, which it always is. And I didn't go there. But unless you're going to Cagney's or you want to go to like Teppanyaki, which I didn't do either, Hazuki. That one is brand new and it has like 26 tables in there, so it's probably all right. I think you'll be fine. Tara, we don't know yet if anything's going to replace Meraviglia. I think something will come here in 27, but they are doing repairs to the pier for the next 2 summers. So that's why that's happening. Klaus is singing away.
I'm sorry.
So funny. And Ian Bryan said, what was the name of the bar where the crew go? I don't know. That's a great question. It's probably in my vlog, but it's if you come out and you go to where the ferry is, where the information center is, where you get your ferry tickets, there's a couple food trucks there. Then there's like a rum hut, and then it's the next one after that. So it's right across from like the entrance to the courtyard where the Frog and Onion is. So right there. And it says like boba, tea place, and Filipino snacks on the window. Peter said, John, you went out at 10 p.m. Yes, I was a wild person. I was staying up a couple nights to try to get some footage of like the 80s show or the 80s party and the glow party and things like that, because those are really cool in the new theater style. So those were awesome. But really, really, really cool. The print show is spectacular. I did not get to see Elements. When I got on board, I asked if I needed reservations for any shows, and they said only The Price is Right. And I went to go see Elements, and they were like, you need a reservation. I was like, great. So I didn't get to see that, but I saw everything else.
Did you get to The Price is Right?
No. It was already booked. So it's a scam. The Price is Right is a scam. They want you to pay for it. Duke said, does NCL not charge for dining reservations? Yes, that's correct. You do not get billed. You can make reservations once you get on the ship and you go there. They will ask you if you're paying for it or you're paying the cover charge or if you're using a voucher or more at sea or whatever. So that is correct. You don't pay for it pre-cruise. Peter said, peanut butter pandemonium stewards. There you go. Klaus is practicing the cat soundtrack. That is accurate.
He actually might be working on his parody song that he's writing.
There you go.
Because we've moved into songwriting. He needed another hobby.
It's a creative process. I get it.
Yeah.
Debbie said, how far in advance did you get to the print show? Here's the thing. I know everybody on the Facebook groups was like, you got to get there so early. I got there 40 minutes prior. And it was fine. I was in the second row. So here's the thing with the print show. Here's what I will tell you, which is kind of like a cool thing. So on the print show, if you go in the theater on deck 7 or 8, you have to sit in like the seats there, right? Then if you go down on 6, they have what's called dancing room only. You don't have to dance, but it's standing room only for the show. And people are afraid to go down there until like towards the end when there's no seats. So I recommend if you get there, I initially went to the seats and sat down on deck 7. And then like 5 minutes before the show started, I was like, you know what? I'm going to like get outside of my comfort zone. I'm going to go down and do the standing room only. And I did the standing room only and it was awesome. They like move parts of the set around. There's always people singing or dancing in front of you. It's so much fun. It was so much fun to be on the ground watching, as long as you don't mind standing for the show. The show's only about 45 minutes. But it was so much fun, and there's people there. The crew comes out and interacts with you. It was a ton of fun. So I do remember. I would very much tell you to do that. But if you don't want to stand, definitely go up to deck 7 to go in. But if you're there 40 minutes at a time, you're totally fine. There were people sitting down 15 minutes at a time. It was fun. Kevin said, do you prefer Odyssey over Anthem? They're both very, very similar. I do like the layout of Odyssey a little bit better, because they have playmakers in the C-Plex, which is very, very nice. But Anthem has the Queen musical, which is really, really good. But Odyssey is great. I think you will like the layout slightly better of Odyssey, in my opinion. I'll be on Odyssey next December. John said, did they do rumors in the theater on Aqua? Yes, they did. It's their new thing now. They do any show, any ship that has rumors. They're moving it into the theater because of the wait and the amount of people that really want to see that show that don't want to wait 2 hours to get into Sid Norman's. So if your ship has Sid Norman's and they're doing rumors, it will be in the main theater. And it's great. It's just a great, great, great show. Tony Diaz said, Mets 1, other team 0. You mean the Philadelphia ice cream hats? That's right. All right. So this went longer than I thought it would. We did good. We hung in there tonight. So we're going to give away coffee and a shirt. I think I shipped out everything. I think everybody should have gotten their stuff.
We are at 25 out of 27 with 2 shirts unchecked off.
Who are the shirts that aren't checked? Is it the Murphys?
The Murphys and Felicia.
Murphys are getting a fancy one. And Felicia's I have to send out. So that's perfect. Good.
All
So are the Eberts. The Eberts are getting Yacht Club fancy shirts. So Tom said, we'll be on Odyssey in March for a transatlantic to Spain. That's amazing. Al said, great show again today. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. It's good that we do these shows. It's a nice little escape from the real world. Thanks for the shirt, John. Of course, Alex, you bet. Another school shooting today, which is terrible. So did you not see that one, AJ?
I forgot about it.
Yeah.
I saw it and then put it out of my mind because I didn't want to be mad at the time.
Mm-hmm.
So
I get it. All right. So first up, we're going to do some coffee. Let's give away some coffee here. That was right on the line too. That was close.
I know. If it was traveling fool, I probably could have walked it over to him.
Yeah, I could have walked him a t-shirt. All right, next up, t-shirt. All right, Jay, you want a t-shirt. There you go. That was awesome. So anybody want anything, please send me your, Bob, I think I have your address, but Jay, send me your mailing address and I will get those over, get you a t-shirt ASAP. Also, for our AJ's group cruise, we are running out of time if anybody would like to join us. We do have a nice little chunk of people going on that cruise. Everybody on that, I'm going to email everybody in a week or so. As soon as we get final payment taken care of, get everybody's t-shirt sizes because we're going to do AJ's birthday bash t-shirts for that. And I was thinking, AJ, I'm thinking about making t-shirts for my escape trip for Choir of Man. Yeah. So do you know on Choir of Man when they do the Pina Colada song?
Yeah.
So I was thinking about doing something with that and see if they notice it and call us up.
That would be awesome.
I was going to do I like pina coladas and have Judy wear and getting caught in the rain.
Aw, that would be super cute.
See if we get called up. Yep. So that's my idea. 2-0. 2-0 non-ice cream hats. I like the Savannah Bananas idea. I'm going to get off right now and sing Cats all night. That's what I'm doing. So Tara, for AJ's birthday cruise, we are doing the MSC Grandiosa, which is the same as the Meraviglia, same style as the Meraviglia, sister ship of the Meraviglia. So we'll be doing that. And
it is not the Magnifica.
It's not the Magnifica. December 6th to the 13th, if you would like to join us. It's extremely inexpensive. We paid off Ryan's today, and it was like $600 or something like that. It was crazy. Alex, you got it. We can get you escape t-shirts for doing them. I'll let you know. Bob said the Mets do have an ice cream hat, just ours is nicer. There you go. Awesome. I'll take it. It's a win. We'll take the win.
The only thing Philly does really well is branding.
We do merch well. We're good at merch. All right, everyone. Have a wonderful. I'll have my debrief out tomorrow as long as I wake up tomorrow morning. I'm just tired. We'll see.
Don't die on me. I can't do this alone.
How dare you with the sweep? So we will definitely see everybody next week. I'll have all my videos, review and debrief will be out tomorrow. Then we'll do a bunch of other ones. Everyone have a wonderful night. I will see everybody live Sunday morning for the cruise news. Otherwise, we'll see you guys next week. Ilana from Life Well Cruised. Next week, everyone will be on the live stream on Wednesday night. So please join us. Have your questions ready for Ilana. We'll see everybody next week. Have a great one. Bye.